So daily market overview for July 30th. Okay, I think it starts here, right? Q2 GDP grows just 1.5%. And this is the problem with expectations is these expectations are put on the market and it could still be better than previously and it still messes up the market and the market still drops. Q2 GDP grew at a 1.5% annualized pace below the estimate. It's ridiculous. Growth decelerated sharply from Q1's pace. Consumer spending jumped 3.2%. If we're in a recession, what's going to happen to consumer spending? In the chat, what do you think takes place with consumer spending if we're actually in a large recession? Consumer spending would drop. Why? Because the consumer, me and you, would stop buying stuff. I live near one of the biggest malls down here in South Florida. It is packed every single day. Now, is that money going on credit cards? I don't know. Probably, right? But consumer spending jumps, rising imports, which subtract from GDP, climbed. And, this just came out here today. Now, core inflation cools to 3.3%, something that we've talked about previously. What will happen with a cooling inflation? Market can stop believing that we're going to raise rates. Oil holding around $90 as there's continuing back and forth with the Iran situation. I believe that if this does not end in the next 60 days, the Republican side will lose everything in November, and it will be very bad for, Trump. And guess what? He has 60 days to figure this out, or this probably does escalate, and we'll talk about the consequences of escalation in Iran on a future call. Now, Coinbase posts $1.29 billion in revenue, and they are betting big on AI agent payments, okay? So revenue down, okay, you can probably guess why. Are people buying as much crypto right now than, in a bull market? No. Crypto trading market share hit a record 10%, third straight gain. USDC held on Coinbase, reached an all-time high. Remember, Coinbase offers, 4% if you hold it there. CEO Brian Armstrong unveiled AI-Fi. The guy's just making up words now, which are basically stable coins built for AI agents, and I kind of like it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to call it AI-Fi. It's just getting too much at this point. But he was talking about in a recent video today that he put on Twitter how these AI agents, there's immediately going to be more AI agents that are running companies, and the AI agents are going to have employees that will have employees, and all of them are going to need to spend what? In the chat. They're going to need to spend money. You're not going to give them access to your American Express credit card. It's going to cost too much. They're going to be using stablecoins. And that's why our Circle position is going to be, I think, a big boom. And stablecoins post Clarity Act are only going to get bigger. So today was a really, really big awakening for the market. Robinhood crushes Q2 estimates, but crypto revenue sinks. Okay, so crypto revenue, people are not buying crypto right now. Is that a good sign or a bad sign if you're watching this right now? That's a great sign. It means that these companies are basically telling you that retail is not buying right now. No, so it's not a new stable coin, it's the existing stable coins. So your AI agent can give you access to, or you can give your AI agent access to your USDC or your USDT or any stable coin in a wallet. Okay? Revenue hit $1.31 billion on Robinhood, up 32% year over year. Obviously, crypto revenue falls. Prediction market revenue hit $156 million. They did a 10x over there, and then the stock right now is dropping. We'll take a look at the chart in just a couple minutes. Strategy is having an earnings call right now. They did release the press release. We're going to go through that here today. They're still holding a lot of Bitcoin. Okay, they did make that one sale, which they did announce. And the stock is roughly down 76% in the past year, and that is bullish for me. Microsoft soars 9% as revenue comes in well. Meta sinks 9% on EPS miss. Okay. Company gave no spending guidance for 2027 AI investment. And the cash pile. We've been speaking about this, like companies are just dumping their CapEx, dumping their capital expenditures, dumping the cash, and all betting on AI. And the stock move stands in sharp contrast to Microsoft 9% gain. Intel posts the fastest growth since 2011. I was in high school. Revenue topped $16 billion. Data center revenue jumped 59% year over year. And the best quarterly revenue growth rate for Intel since 2011. And we talked about that position live here in the live room at $25, $26. Intel is, I think, a company of the future. Qualcomm beats revenue. Lam Research surges 14% on record quarterly revenue. Okay, semiconductor equipment maker. They make semiconductors, the equipment to make the chips, benefiting from AI chip demand. This is a company I want you to add to your watch list. One of today's strongest gainers amongst the chip adjacent stocks. So remember, you need resources to create these chips, and that's what this company does here. ICE to acquire market access for $5.7 billion. Shares absolutely ripped to the upside. And last couple of things here. DeFi market not having a nice move right now. DeFi market falls 11.5% today as ENA, Aave, and Dash lead the major losers. Now, are these losers long-term? Probably not. And we're going to cover these here today as Bitcoin and Ethereum slowly move higher, though. And then last but not least, South Korea confirms 22% crypto tax starting January of next year. And we've seen the South Korea stock market drop over 40% this past week. There are meetings being held, high-level officials, the people in the government to figure out what's going on there. But the Deputy Prime Minister says no further delay is planned this time and that they are going to be, I believe, bringing down this tax, okay? So that's the daily market overview. That's some of the things happening in the markets right now that I believe you need to pay attention to.